Hello, and welcome back to some more Moons of Arnak. Or am I saying that right? I don't even know anymore. Right. Welcome back to some more moons. All right. And what we did last time is we unlocked dwellers. We finally figured out that they want sandwiches. But we also need to in addition to those needs that they want, we also need to figure out what we're going to do about getting shuttle relanding so we can actually trade that. But for the time being, we also want to collect some sand and do some, combine that with some bioactivators so we can make some of this. This is going to be, so this creates 4 sand. You know, we need 2 of these with the bio netting. We're gonna have to do a whole industry shtick with that. That's gonna take a little bit, but so I might do that over here. But what the developer also talked about is not to underestimate the power of just, you know, putting down a bunch of forest also as a mitigation. So I need to get some wood back in stock. What I'm going to try doing, placing this kind of here. Need more wood. Woodcutter's hut. Need more wood. Okay. And we're just we don't necessarily need all this wood production, but may not necessarily be a bad idea. Is we're just going to start growing this right here. As a compensation to try to help build up a little bit more absorption capacity. It's pretty cheap to do this. I'm trying to do this as possibly more wood than we ever need. I can turn some of these off later. But while we're here, I have no idea if this is worthwhile or not. But this is not for wood production. This is a pollution mitigation strategy. I might even destroy all these buildings after that and like just not leave them here. The idea that there's enough buildings here definitely don't, this thing doesn't have enough capacity to get them all. The whole idea is to just grow a bunch of trees here. And grow essentially our tree absorption capacity. The more I do that, we're just going to hope that that works for a little bit. I don't necessarily going to be able to do that long term as kind of a solution to a problem thing. These are going to need to get upgraded. Okay. Let's look at what it's going to take to make, well, what we're going to need is another biomass facility. figured that out. Let's go ahead and put that right there. This is going to take some sand. That's thankfully a small facility. We'll just pop that right there. Another small facility. This is going to be a bit more intensive. And why don't we go down to about half? Oh, hold on. Hold on. We're about to enter water shortages. That's going to be a huge problem if I don't fix that right away. Because our water has gotten way out of whack. Thing will be destroyed. Water purifier right there. That should arrest the fall. Now making more water, we should be fine. Food, we're fine. Just a matter of transporting it in. Clothing, we're fine. Which means the fabric we're going to have some issues with. We're gonna need another weaver. Which means more of those. All right. Let's see. Gonna need to put out a dissipator right there. There we go. We're definitely gonna need to do one dissipation. Okay. Why I'm making more fibers, because I knew it would be necessary. Let's actually go all the way up. We probably want to go ahead, get these things working. We can go ahead and make the what we need to do. Okay. We'll need to send those on, but those don't have to go immediately. These are becoming residences. Clothing, we're still fine on. Space reusability. All right. We are going to need those trees did do a good thing for us. It's not going to be enough. I'm going to need to run another scrubber. Keep everything healthy on this planet. This will have to run 2 scrubbers. I think it can afford to do so. And here is the landing platform. What this will do, hold on. Can I actually go grab that shuttle and orbit? Or did those take more? Can those land now? Those should be able to land. My issue. I built a landing pad. This can launch. Right click for details. Well, you should be able to pull those out. Maybe there's... Okay, then there's more needed for jewelry. That's a different issue. Oh, maybe we need launches to do that. Okay. So, what I'm going to do, though I've reduced that there, I'm going to pause that because we don't need to be constructing that, but I do need to turn that on, and I do need to turn that on. And okay, we've got some population issues. Fantastic. Not a problem. And because of how this game works, as long I want to keep my population at the lowest tier possible for as long as possible. Like, there's no point in upgrading that. That just, unless I need more people of that class, which I don't. All right. How's this doing? Very good. Deployment, launch, plan a mission. So, Vela to Tanar. You are going to send biofibers, one-way trip, add once. And grab you a shuttle. And I hope what that did is recapture one. That one just essentially landed here in orbit because we could hold another one. Okay. So here, you're all functioning just fine. Let's go over to Tanar. Okay. Those resources have arrived. Which, whether you all like it or not, is what we're going to do here. Ideally, this should go the other way, but there we go. Why do those in orbit don't drop? That I'm not sure of, but okay. See if we can turn that on. We can turn that on. Generates more pollution than I want. I can plan a mission from Tanar to Vela to send this round trip, bring back. What if I do like 5 and no, I do 9 and 9. I add that once. I just say that's the round trip. Question is, do I need a mission control on this planet? Interesting question. So if I plan a mission, I could do from Vela to there. I don't know if I need this mission control. As long as I have mission control over here, that's operating. Do you need a question mark? Mission control. Spaceship recovery. You can specify their frequency or how long. Planning a space route. Okay, that's planning a space route. Game objective, spaceship recovery, space travel. Spaceship recovery. Okay, let's see. That's in the mission queue. Let's see, Tanar. Okay. Where are we coming here? Vela. Okay, so you should land here. One has landed. And this is, we just did one round trip mission. If I were to plan a mission, Vela to Tanar, but I was to make it continuous, I could say once a day. Moon storage won't go below. Oh, very cool. Yeah, no, this is solid. Okay. Wow. Well, this is success here. We now have ways to do recovery since we have a landing pad at each destination. And this is we're still at negative, and this is we're still at negative. No, we're still at positive here. This is okay. I think I need to maybe grow a forest over here somewhere. Can this biome support? Because I'm kind of on the biggest part of the continent, or the biggest part of the planet, this moon. Um, Maybe I could do it kind of over here, at least for now. At least for now. Maybe do it like that. And again, the point is to grow as many trees as possible. So we're over job capacity. It's fine. We are allowed to make more jobs. Water, fine on. Food we're about to go over. So, um, do that. Yeah, we've got more of those fibers here. Let's see, have I gotten the pollution generated? Oh, let me turn that off. Let me turn that off for the moment. Like, I'm not going to, I shouldn't need to use vehicle assembly. That stays on. So if that's been recovered, they should recover that and it should go, yes, back into storage. Okay. So it is recovering. Fantastic. All right. I think we need another pollution industry consumption max. I'm thinking another one of these. I don't think there's any way we get away with not doing that. Just has to be done. We don't care if you're so these should get a supply. There we go. And that should put us at a controlled. Yes. Okay. We're at controlled here. Very good. Okay. I've now found a way to sustainably send rockets back and forth. I've got pollution at a controlled level. We're going to need to start creating tools here and possibly upgrading more people here. To be determined. But, you know, we've got a successful colony going here. And the next step with our dwellers here is to recognize, you know, with our jobs, we need to start getting this. We'll have to start getting these things back online, but we'll need to start making these. It's going to take 10 of these. 10 of those plus one of those, and then we can do a half on that to make 2.5, I think. The numbers don't work out quite super nicely, but yeah. And then maybe we can send synth witches, yes, back. I don't know what we're gonna send here, but we could do a round trip of synth witches and, you know, import. We're gonna need multiple synth witches. We don't need any per day here, so we're gonna need to start like taking account into the production, sending the synth switches back here, which are currently desired at 0.3 per day, but it's definitely going to go up. Question is, do we try to put our entire, you know, large population here? We probably can't, so we'll probably have to do synth switches on all our 3 main. We'll probably need to at least get to dwellers on all of our kind of things. The other thing that would be interesting is that I'm really interested to see if there's like a population, like a recycling center that can just like reduce all buildings within its range, you know, all population of the range, like each population produces one less, you know, pollution. That would be huge, you know, kind of thing. So that's what we get there. Milestones, energy management, planetary science. Where we get to that pollution, where we start processing that pollution cubes. We then unlock the ability to get cyborgs. Energy plants. You need, oh god. And I think of what they were saying in there with the energy, it made everything more efficient. And then you get up to the asteroid. New needs socialization. Connected jewelry. Large energy plants. Stellar science. Now you have to build a university. Hypergate. Reconnect with the home world. Oh, there you go. You get all the way up to there. You need it. So we're gonna eventually need to build a Hollery Cent. Yeah, this is just gonna be build jewelry. We have to start like kind of destroying some of our buildings to like put in the new needs. Unless they have a really big radius. That's sometimes always the hard thing. You're kind of like, okay, now I need to fit in this new thing. But again, also I think for a future kind of episode here. So I think, as I was saying earlier, the big thing here is 2 colonies, pollution is more manageable. It's not great, by any shape, because there's only that one kind of thing to do with it, and you essentially need to get to before you need to get up to, what is it, 800 dwellers, then you get the pollution processing facility. And then you can start building more of them and just kind of be like, okay, now I just more efficiently have a bunch of scrubbers running all the time. You're just going to run tons and tons of scrubbers and then process them and then, do with whatever that takes. So once I figure out how much processing a cube does, it may go in there. But still, I would say that as of this look, it is better than it was before in terms of pollution, that you can actually kind of start off a bit. But I was also watching a bit more with pollution and being like, where is my limit? Still feels very tight on that. And because you can start spiraling out of control very quickly, where the planet just starts becoming less productive, you enter a death spiral. That pollution management just becomes a huge thing you have to watch for. But right now, at this point, I may continue with the series. I may not. This should be coming out in the first week of January of 2024. So if I see comments letting me know that I should continue with it, that would be helpful to know. If not, comments saying, okay, glad you had this look, but you're done. That's also useful information for me, because we can keep doing and trying to go for a few more things. I think the current plan is maybe I'll try to see if I can get a sense, which is trade route set up. So maybe another few episodes regardless, but it would be helpful to get that feedback to know if I should move on to the next thing. And I've completed this, kind of look back, versions later, over a year later since I've last looked at this game, or if people want to still see, you develop this solar system a bit more. So at that point, I'll say thank you very much for joining me, and be seeing you.